Hey guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with another movie review. In this video, guys, I will be reviewing House at the End of the Street. It's the new thriller slash horror movie that just came out yesterday, guys. Starring Jennifer Lawrence, Elizabeth Shue, and Max Theriot. Now, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, guys, there were really two main reasons why I wanted to go see it. One, because I'm a big fan of horror, I'm a big fan of horror movies, I'm a big fan of thrillers. And you guys all know what the season is. It is fall, it's September, it's almost October, meaning Halloween's coming soon. And I love the Halloween season because I love watching horror movies. I love watching, these really good thrillers. That's all I like to watch during this season, really. And after seeing the trailer for House at the End of the Street and knowing that it was coming out, during, the Halloween season, I was like, yeah, I want to go see this movie. It does look like a good thriller. The trailer looked good. And the other reason why I wanted to go see this movie was because Jennifer Lawrence was in it. And Jennifer Lawrence, I'm sure most of you may know, the trailer even uses this factor to advertise the movie. Jennifer Lawrence of the Hunger Games, it says that right in the trailer, one of the trailers, and I really love the Hunger Games, as most of you know. That was one of the best movies all year, and I thought Jennifer Lawrence, her performance in that as Katniss was probably one of the best female performances I've seen all year. So I wanted to see, how she would be in this movie, in a horror movie. I think this is the first time I'm seeing her in a horror movie, so I want to see how she would do. So, that's why I wanted to go see House at the End of the Street. And in the end, this movie was not bad. A lot of people, I saw the Rotten Tomatoes page for this movie, and there were literally 4 positive reviews. Every other review was negative. There had to be like 30-something, 20-something negative reviews of this movie. So all my, my expectations for the movie, they kind of went down. I was like, oh, you know what, this is going to be another bad horror movie because, we've had so many bad horrors this year. I mean, I'm getting frustrated with all the bad horrors that have come out this year. Apparition, Silent House, what's that? The Possession, Cabin in the Woods was in. But anyway, House at the End of the Street, it was getting some really negative reviews, so I said, you know what, this movie might not be that good. But you know what, I just saw the movie, and it wasn't that bad. I thought it was good. It was one of the better horror thrillers that have come out this year. So guys, I'm going to get right into the review, talking about the story, the cast, the characters, all that. I want to talk about if there was any, suspense or anything in this movie. So as for the plot, you have literally right in the opening scene in the movie, this young girl, she gets up late at night, she stabs her mother, stabs her father, kills them, and then cue the title, House at the End of the Street. Then it's 4 years later, and Jennifer Lawrence is moving into this house with her mother, played by Elizabeth Shue, and they buy this really big house for like a cheap price, and the reason is because the house right next door to them was the house where the girl in the beginning of the movie killed her mother and her father. So Jennifer Lawrence and Elizabeth Shue, they go to like this party, this neighborhood party or whatever, and they learn that there is still someone living in that house, and that someone is the brother of the sister who killed the parents. I guess you could say he survived that incident at his house, and he still lives there. So that immediately kind of creeps out Elizabeth Shue and Jennifer Lawrence. And then some point in the middle of the movie, Jennifer Lawrence meets this boy, played by Max Theriot, and they begin to become closer and closer. They kind of start a relationship. She likes him, he likes her. And then she begins to learn more and more of what happened at the house. She knows that there's something weird going on there still. And that's all I want to say for the movie. That's all I want to give away for the movie. And just by looking at the trailers, you could tell that she's going to get attacked by whatever is in this house, which I really don't want to spoil too much. But there's your plot for House at the End of the Street. Now, I really don't have too many complaints about the plot, maybe one little complaint. Overall, it was good, it was interesting. I want to talk about if it was suspenseful later on. But I thought the beginning, was kind of creepy in a few parts. Then the middle, I thought really, kind of ruined the movie for me a little bit, which I'll talk more about later. I thought it needed something more in the middle. And then in the end was good. So that's what I want to talk about for this story. Next, I want to talk about the cast. Of course, like I said, you have Jennifer Lawrence as the daughter of Elizabeth Shue, who has just moved in, and I really did like Jennifer Lawrence in this movie. Of course, she was better in The Hunger Games as compared to this, but she was still good in this. Let me just say this much. There were a few parts of just looking at this poster right now. I'm looking at the poster right in front of me. There are a few parts, well, mainly the end of the movie. She's wearing, like the white tank top, and it just, like the one on the poster, and it just completely distracts me. That's exactly what happened, to me in the movie. Yeah, she was very hot in this movie. Let me just say that much. But she was good. She was a lot better than some of the other actresses that I've seen in horror movies that have come out this year. And you could tell, that she's like the strong one in her relationship with her mother. Her and also her relationship with her mother is kind of damaged a little bit. It's not the strongest mother-daughter relationship out there, so you have that. And then you have Max Theriot playing the boy that lives at the house right next to theirs, where his sister killed the parents, and you could tell he's damaged by what happened. Of course, that wasn't the best thing that's ever happened in his life, and he's like an outcast in the town. Like the town really, he hates going to town because everyone that either they don't pity him in any way, like they would rather beat the crap out of him like they did in one scene than pity the guy. They think he's a freak or whatever. So yeah, you do feel bad for Max Theriot in a couple parts of the movie. But as for Max Theriot and Jennifer Lawrence, they worked well together. I liked their relationship. Then you had Elizabeth Shue playing Jennifer Lawrence's mother, and Elizabeth Shue is, wow. Just seeing the two of them together in this movie, Elizabeth Shue and Jennifer Lawrence, that was pleasing. But anyway, Elizabeth Shue, overall, she was good in the movie. Again, like I said, the relationship between her and her daughter, Jennifer Lawrence, is, kind of damaged a little bit by their past. So, yeah, you have that. But overall, Elizabeth Shue was alright in the movie. That's really the only big, the only cast members that I recognized in this movie. Probably there were like two other actors that I noticed in the movie, but I just can't think of their actor names, so I'm not even gonna, go into that. But overall, the cast was good. The characters, overall, I enjoyed them. I didn't have, I didn't have too many problems with them at all. Now, the next thing, guys, I want to talk about is this movie's rating. It is rated PG-13. Now, that was kind of a little bit of a problem that I had with the movie. It's not a big problem. It doesn't affect my score of the movie. But the PG-13 rating, I kind of, in a way, I like when thrillers, are kind of rated R, because you can have a lot more gory, bloody things happen. Because there are characters, I'm not going to spoil anything, there are characters that do get stabbed in the movie, and they hardly show, like, they just, like, show one character lurching towards the other character, and you see their hand, like, touch, their body or whatever, and then that's it. You don't even see a knife. How could you even tell if there's a knife in their actual hand? Like, they covered it up, like, so good in this movie. They didn't even, like, actually show, like, the knife in the hand, really, like, as they were stabbing someone. So, you can't have, all those bloody scenes that you would see, like, in a horror movie or in an R-rated thriller. So, this movie is PG-13, so, of course, it's not going to be as violent as an R-rated movie. So, that, I kind of like, violent, horrific horror thrillers that are rated R. But this movie was rated PG-13, so yeah, so that's good. So kids that wanted to go see this movie can go see it. There were a couple parts that might creep a little kid out, but any kid over 13 now, they can go see this movie. Hardly any bad language, here and there. I'm not even gonna really talk too much about the rating of this movie. So next thing I want to get right into is, was this movie scary? Well, it's a thriller, so you should expect it to have, some suspenseful, intense parts. Overall, there really wasn't, too many intense parts, that there could have been a whole lot more. Like, there was one part in the beginning that really made me jump, and I was like, wow, that was, wow, I did not see that coming. There were a couple parts like that, but overall, that there really wasn't too much, which is, again, it's a sad thing. Like, the horrors and the thrillers that have been coming out over the past couple years, we have not been having, some really good horrors or thrillers that have been scaring me. If you go to this movie and, young adult, and you are a young adult, are you gonna get scared by it? No, you're not gonna get scared in any way. It's not scary. It's not. Like I said, just one part really made me jump. That was it. And other than that, there really weren't too many, intense, suspenseful parts, which is kind of unfortunate, which is why I'm gonna have to, demote this movie's rating down, because it needed some more suspenseful parts. I could have thought of a couple things they could have thrown in there. And a couple parts, where, a couple parts were kind of predictable, but I'll get into that, in my complaints of the movie. So yeah, that's really, the intense parts, the suspenseful parts was kind of a letdown. However, the twist in this movie, that was kind of cool, which I will talk about, when I talk about, my score of the movie, which I'm going to do right now. Guys, I'm going to go right ahead and give my rating for The House at the End of the Street. I think I'm going to give it either a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10. I'm probably going to end up going with a 7. This movie, definitely not the best thriller movie, I should say, I have seen in my entire life. However, it is probably one of the better ones I have seen this year. Like I said, to give my, my pros for this movie, the cast was great. Jennifer Lawrence and Max Theriot worked well together. I liked all the cast. I liked the relationships between the certain characters. The strained relationship between Jennifer Lawrence and Elizabeth Shue was good. I liked the part of the movie when Jennifer Lawrence calls her mother a slut. That was kind of funny. You had stuff like that, which was good with the cast. So that was definitely one of the better parts of the movie. Like I said, there were a few intense parts that I did overall enjoy. However, there could have been more, which I'll get into. And the thing that really won me over with this movie was the twist. You all know that the thing that's, haunting Jennifer Lawrence, or whatever you want to call it, the thing that's haunting her, it has to do with the sister of Max Theriot's character. His sister, how, she killed the parents. There is a twist involving the sister midway of the movie, something I really did not see coming, which drew me into the movie, and I was like, man, it's a really cool thriller. I really liked that, how they added that in. I definitely did not see that coming, and that's what thrillers are supposed to do. They're supposed to give you that they're supposed to have that twist in the movie that you did not see coming whatsoever. It was not spoiled in the trailers or whatever, so I did like that with the movie. Definitely a big twist involving the sister and Max Theriot's character. I really would love to tell you guys what that twist is, but I don't want to spoil it. So that's really my only pros for the movie. As for the problems I had with the movie, as I mentioned before, the whole entire middle of the movie had hardly any scary or intense parts whatsoever. There was, like, literally, it was just scene after scene, and all these, these scenes were cheerful. Maybe there was one part in the middle where, it was kind of intense. But other than that, nope, nothing in the middle. I wasn't getting bored. I was losing my interest in the movie. I was like, the beginning was really good. You built up on what's going on, but the middle is just, no, it's just not good. And then the end was really good. The end, really drew me into the movie and made me say, you know what, okay, fine. I really didn't like the middle of the movie, but you know what, just looking at the beginning and the end, it was good. The movie was good. And I will go into this. A few parts of this movie were definitely predictable. Jennifer Lawrence, she's running away from the thing that is, after her, and she trips. And that happens in every single horror movie. A girl is running, and it's always a girl. A girl is running in the woods. Friday the 13th, perfect example. The Halloween movies, perfect example. A girl is running away from something. She trips. She just has to trip. Did they have to put that in the movie? No, they didn't. That was completely unnecessary. Like, there's this one scene where you think a character's dead, and you're like, nope, he's not dead. It was just, you knew it was going to happen. You knew that scene was going to happen. Definitely There were a few scenes that were predictable like that. And the part where Jennifer Lawrence tripped, I mean, come on. Everybody, pretty much everybody in the theater during that part, they laughed. They laughed. And I kind of wanted to laugh too because, you know, that it was pathetic. They had to throw that into the movie. Also, the camera angles in this movie, the camera work was kind of crap. It really was in some parts of the movie. There was this one shot where the camera angle was just like crooked and it just looked bad when Jennifer Lawrence and Elizabeth Shue were talking to each other. But overall, guys, that's House of the End of the Street. Would I recommend this movie? Yes, I would recommend it. Overall, yeah, why not? See it on like a bargain Tuesday or whatever. Rent it even. But it is a movie. I do say you should watch. It's better than what the critics are saying. It is. It really is. So yeah, guys, that's my review for House of the End of the Street. Overall, I do recommend. Jennifer Lawrence was good in it. Would I buy it on Blu-ray? I will not buy it the day it first comes out. I will buy it possibly later on. But overall, House of the End of the Street was definitely better than some of the other stupid horrors and thrillers that have come out this year, so I was pleased with that. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this review for House of the End of the Street. Stay tuned, I got more movie reviews coming soon. Overall, why not? Go see House of the End of the Street just for that twist in the middle. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.